This is an episode of Scott Talks Law, and welcome back to another episode of Scott Talks Law. So in this episode, you're going to talk about labor dispute resolution and industrial action. So in an employment environment, an environment that involves employees and employers and trade unions, there can exist disputes. So whenever dispute arises, people will always try and come up with solutions to resolve those disputes. So that mode of coming up with solutions to those particular disputes is the one that is called dispute resolution. And industrial action includes actions like strikes and boycotts that arise in the employment sector, and this one can be through trade unions or just individuals who strike because of their employment rights or the conditions of employment or work conditions. So there is something called industrial relations, and this is the relationship that exists within an employment sector. So this is the relationship that ensures cooperation among employees and employers to meet their needs or just to ensure mutual development, because these are people who have a commonality or community of interest. So because they want to meet their interest, they'll come together and work together as a team so that they can meet their needs. So when they work together, it's a general thing that you can never predict when a dispute will arise. So dispute can arise at any time, and whenever dispute arises, it's an important thing to come up with solutions to those disputes. So that mode of ensuring cooperation, a dispute can arise, and whenever dispute can arise, it will lead them to resolving those disputes, and this can engage methods like alternative form of dispute resolution like conciliation, arbitration, mediation, or it can be solved through the court, the Employment and Labor Relations Court. So after resolving those disputes, they then go back to cooperation so that they can cooperate and meet their needs. So we have two kinds of disputes. We have interest disputes and rights disputes. So rights disputes is that form of disputes that arises when a particular right hasn't been met, or what is provided for in the law is not met by it, or is not provided. The rights of whatever the law provides for, it's not granted to those parties, employees or employers. So in those circumstances, the right disputes can arise, and interest disputes arises whenever a particular interest has not been met. So if a party has been denied the interest that party deserves, then that particular interest dispute will arise, and this one will make them try to come up with solutions to those disputes, maybe through conciliation, appointment of a minister, or reporting a matter to a minister who will appoint a conciliator to help them come up with a solution. If it's not possible, then they engage the courts, the Employment and Labor Relations Court, which will help them to resolve those disputes. And there are those matters that cannot involve the court, that will just make them to go for strikes and boycotts. So stay tuned. We are going to learn more and dig deep